So I could see my brother has tried as much as possible to force himself to give explanation to this. But my brother,
yes, sir.
When trust is broken, there's nothing that can solve it. This is a government that promised, spoke on, we won't introduce any tax. I remember Honorable Atuforsen clearly during his vetting. There is no need to introduce any tax. We have a lot of taxes. We can generate the revenue. We just have to ensure compliance. Why should we introduce a tax? Then this government comes in again within a twinkle of an eye. As Franklin Kujo said, the fastest pickpocket. We see a tax. We wake up, then there is a new tax. Hey, what is the problem? D levy. This is a government that cancelled a 1% tax. That was not even affecting every Ghanaian. It was not a compulsory tax. Betting tax, it was not a compulsory tax. Then you introduce an 8% tax on fuel. Let's not forget that this is a government that forced the hands of GPRTU to reduce their transport fares 15%. Let me correct my brother saying we left fuel at 16 or 17%. That is a lie. On facts, on 6th January or 7th January, we left fuel prices at 14.99.
Okay.
14.99. That is where we left the fuel price, 14.99.
Okay.
Now, you are saying there is a debt at the energy sector. My brother, let's not forget that you have increased electricity tariffs 14%.
Enoch, with that one, with that increment in electricity tariff, we all know
IMF policy. Good, but
which you
my brother, yes, I'm coming. The point I'm making is the 14%, that fund, can't it solve the electricity debt problem? And let me come again. They are saying that we criminally manage the energy sector. Let me remind you that President John Dramani Mahama signed the take or pay agreement that has left us debt in the energy sector.
So it was that
the excess capacity. We signed 500 million. We are paying 500 million every year. In the contract, do you know that when we use or we don't use, we are going to pay? Do you know that?
I know. But if we have excess capacity, how come we are still suffering from lack of capacity?
We should ask our brothers over here, because
you have been in power for 8 years.
My brother, in 8 years, can you count the number of Dumsor we had in this country? Oh no, let's be factual. I'm very factual here. Within our 8 years and their 6 months, we can count the number of Dumsor they have brought.
So are we saying that whatever challenges we have in the energy sector, we just accumulated it under their 6 months of
the point I'm trying to make it, they should never make the point that we criminally manage the energy sector, because they signed the take or pay agreement. Now moving fast forward, they are saying they've introduced one cedi on every liter. On the fuel will go and buy, and the fact is that we've paid. They've reduced fuel to 12 cedis. Now there is 2 cedi difference over here. They've reduced from 14 to 12, 2 cedis, and you've added 1 cedi, and you are taxing the ordinary Ghanaian again 14 cedi, which is an IMF agreement, 14%. IMF agreement. My point is, where is that fund going to? Let me tell you the honest truth. They do not want to tell us the truth. The truth is, with the Cedi appreciation, we have lost revenue. There's a shortfall of 30%. And there is no money going to fix any Dumsor problem. Let me tell you, cocoa, gold, when we transport them, it is dollar. When they presented their budget, there is dollars inside. 200 million at the time they presented their budget, at now, is going to be decrement. Do you agree with me?
Sure.
They should be truthful to Ghanaians and tell us that we are taking this money because we have a revenue shortfall of 30%. And we need money to fix in there. That is why we are introducing this tax rather than running behind, because this is the same government that told us in January that there is no Dumsor. We have fixed it. Do you remember? President John Dramani Mahama himself, the same as the energy minister.
He said they will fix it. He didn't say they are fixing it.
Oh, they are fixing it.
He said they will fix it.
At the point they even told us they are done. Oh my brother, I won't lie to you. This is fact. Go and check. They told us they are done with Dumsor. We won't see any Dumsor again. Now you come back. And do you know what pains me? The energy minister today is telling us that Dumsor, how do you call it? The money they are even taking cannot even solve. Then what is the essence? and you are slapping the ordinary Ghanaian, this is robbing Peter to pay Paul.